time for Season 12 of Classic Who, Doctor Who in general. And now we have regenerated to the 4th Doctor. Yeah, this is a punny t-shirt I decided to use because, well, the right logo, as you see, and, well, he looks sort of like Tom Baker. Like this guy. My favorite Doctor. And possibly many people's favorite Doctor, because he was so perfect in the role, and well, he had it for 7 years. So let's take a look at his first season, and now I'm gonna take up my notes on my phone because, well, I usually use my computer, but now I had to instead use my computer to, well, get this screen here, because for some reason the DVD didn't want to be played in this DVD player I had here, but on my computer it was okay. So let's get it up here. Let's see. Season 12 consisted of 20 episodes, and it ran from, it was 5 serials, 20 episodes, and it ran from the 28th of December 1974 up until the 10th of May 1975. So let's take a look at this, shall we? And we start off with Tom Baker's first story, which is this one, Robot. And Robot is a story about, well, pretty much a robot. And it has Sarah Jane, who continued as the companion. We have the first episodes of Tom Baker, and we have also the Brigadier in this one, as well as Unit, because Unit wasn't present so much during Tom Baker's era, or later even so, because Unit was more part of the 3rd Doctor's era. So actually this robot that you see here can be found at Doctor Who The Experience. So I've seen this costume in real life. Pretty neat. And well, this story is, yeah, the Doctor has just regenerated, and we have this robot who they are afraid are going to kill people, because the people who invented it says that no, it's no worry, it won't kill people, but they try to reprogram it and, well, essentially kill people. Yeah, 4-parter, story number 75. Put it next to the TARDIS there. Next up, we have story number 76. It's also a 4-parter, and it's called The Ark in Space, and this is a special edition as well. And what's interesting also, which I forgot to mention, is that we have the introduction of a character named Harry Sullivan, played by Ian Marter, who actually Ian Marter was also in Carnival of Monsters well, let's see, it's in Joe Grant's last season, so season 10 I think. And now he has the character called Harry Sullivan, who is an actual doctor, medical doctor. So he followed them along, Sarah Jane and Tom Baker here in this story. And what's special also about this season is that they want to save budget, so this story, as well as the last story this season, uses the same sets. And to make this possible, every story is sort of a continuation. So we have Harry Sullivan and Sarah and the Doctor, Sarah Jane and the Doctor, go into the TARDIS at the end of Robot, and they appear on this Ark in Space, which is a place where, well, it's sort of Noah's Ark but in space, as, well, pretty much explained in this one. And these people on this spaceship is in a cryogenic sleep, so yeah, so they have slept for a long time, and also too long because this place was invaded and a lot of stuff goes down. At the end of this one, they get beamed down to Earth and end up in a story in this Bred for War box. Did I say that, by the way, that was a 4-parter? If I didn't, I did that now. And now we have something unusual, a 2-parter called the Sontaran Experiment. And this one is actually all filmed on location, and it takes place when the Doctor, Sarah Jane, and Harry having been beamed down to Earth. So this one, Sontaran Experiment, can be found on Bred for War. And what's also interesting about this one is that, well, it's the same guy actually that plays the Sontaran as in the the Time Warrior, the last Sontaran story, and also which was the first Sontaran story. And in this one we have Sontaran performing experiments on humans to see what they can, well, experience until they die. So like, this is how long a human can survive without water, and he died after this many days, and etc. Yeah, next up we have, let's see here, story number 78, which is a 6-parter, and it's called Genesis of the Daleks, which is like one of the best Dalek stories because, well, it explains the beginning of the Daleks. So we have Davros, the creator of the Daleks. Some say Davros, but for some reason I say Davros because I think it's the way that Sylvester McCoy pronounces Davros, and it somehow stuck with me. So what happens is that after the Sontaran Experiment, they end up on Skaro because the Time Lords want the Doctor to prevent the Daleks from ever being created. And, well, at the end of this one, they get beamed back to where they were to get to the next story. Yeah. Really good story. This one is a definite you should watch from this season. Yeah. So, lastly, we have story number, let's see, what it is. That was story number 78, so now it's story number 79, a 4-parter as well. It can be found on this one, well, it's called the Cybermen box set, I think, but, well, it just says Revenge of the Cyberman and Silver Nemesis because those are the stories on this one. Silver Nemesis is the 7th Doctor story, but we'll get to that one when we get to his era. But Revenge of the Cyberman is now. And, well, so what happens is that the Doctor, along with Harry and Sarah Jane, gets back to the Ark from where they were transported in the Ark in space. And the Ark has been invaded by the Cybermen. I think it was. It was quite a while since I watched this one, like 6 months or something, so I don't remember all the details, but well, okay, so yeah. It's a Cyberman story, pretty much. So I really liked, it's a good season, actually, and it's also really good jumping on point for someone who wants to watch Tom Baker's era. I recommend watching all of Tom Baker's era because it's amazing. But, well, he has a really strong first season, and if you just want to try to get into it, just watch the first season and see what you think. Because, yeah, you'll pretty much love him by the end of Robot. Yeah. He's a really good Doctor. So, what we have here then is story number 75, Robot 4-parter. Story number 76, The Ark in Space, also 4-parter. This is a special edition. Then we have 2-parters, Sontaran Experiment, found on the Bred for War box set. the 6-parter Genesis of the Daleks, which, yeah, which story is that? Story number 76, 77, 78, and lastly story number 79, Revenge of the Cybermen, found on the Cybermen box set containing Revenge of the Cybermen and Silver Nemesis. So, it was a bit confusing, this one, I think so too, but yeah, that's this season, and wow, it took me like 10 minutes to tell you about that. So, I'll see you when I see you, which might be for season 13 of Doctor Who. See you then. Adios.